Anuchi Adonai Elohecha asher hotzeticha me'eretz Mitzrayim. Can you attest to the fact that I took you out of Egypt? Not only back then, I take you every single day out of your suffering, out of your darkness. If you believe in me, I will take you out of your darkness. Either 3 days of darkness, 15 days of darkness, or unfortunately sometimes a lifetime of darkness. But again, after every darkness, there's or. After every darkness, there's light. And if we instill this in our minds, we can see miracles performed for us every single day. We know the famous story in Gemara Masechet Ta'anit Daf Chaf He, with Rabbi Hayna ben Dosa. Rabbi Hayna ben Dosa comes in one day, Erev Shabbat. He goes and prays. He comes back home. He sees his daughter crying. He tells his daughter, what happened? My daughter, why are you crying? She goes, Dad, you know, we don't have any money. And what I thought was oil to put in to light the Shabbat candles ended up being vinegar. I put the wicks. I thought it was oil. I put the vinegar. I tried to light it. It's not lighting. Till I finally realized it's vinegar. And Dad, we don't have any oil in the house. What are we going to do? So what did the rabbi answer her? What did Rabbi Hayna ben Dosa answer her? He goes, Mi she'amar la-shemen v'yidlak, yomar la-hometz v'yidlak. The same Hashem that makes the oil light is the same Hashem that makes the vinegar light. And the Gemara says the vinegar lit and stayed lit all the way until Mosei Shabbat, and they took it to use for Havdalah. Was that a miracle or no? Well, if you live with Hashem, and you understand that Hashem is present, and Hashem runs the show, and Hashem can change everything in a blink of an eye, the same Hashem that performs things that we think are normal. Is it normal for oil to light? No, it's not normal for vinegar. What do you mean? I put oil. The lady says, I put oil every Friday for my Nerot Shabbat, and they light. Because you got used to it. Because you're not seeing that it's Hashem making the oil light. It's not because the mechanics of the oil, and you put the wicks and the kind and lights it. No. It's in our small minds, that's what we think. It's Hashem making the oil, that's all we have to know. The same Hashem that makes the oil light is the same Hashem that will make the vinegar light. What's the difference? So he says, my daughter, don't cry. And it lit in the end. Because if you live with Hashem, you could see Hashem even in the darkness. Even when we say, I lit this vinegar, it's not going to light right now. It's darkness. Why, Hashem, why do you do this to me? Hashem says, relax. If you're living with me, I'll take you out of your darkness and I'll show you the or in the Hoshech. Now listen, Rabotai, we have to understand. The word Hoshech, darkness, is the same letters as Shachach. Shachach means to forget. I think the biggest darkness we have in life is when sometimes we tend to forget God. That's the biggest darkness in life. That's why we started off the parasha by saying, Arbe, Hoshech, and Makat Bechorot all had darkness. Because these three plagues were not to teach the Egyptians. They were to teach the Jewish people. And in fact, if you see all these three plagues, the common denominator between all of them is the words Bnei Israel, Bnei Israel, Bnei Israel. It's to teach Bnei Israel that in Mitzrayim you ended up forgetting me. That was your biggest hoshech in life. But not only sometimes we tend to forget Hashem, hoshech and shachach also makes the word kihesh. Kihesh means to deny. Sometimes we deny not the existence of God, but sometimes we deny that God can actually take me out of my suffering right now. So it's 3 steps. From the hoshech, what ends up happening, you're shachach, you forget. Because you forget, you have kihesh, you end up denying. But you have to understand, in these 3 things you have Ulchol Bnei Israel Haya Or B'Moshbotam.